Hey guys, Lampan82 here again today with episode 2 of Trading to Germany. Before I get started with this video very quickly, if you have missed the 4th episode of my series Alphabetic Hybrids, I uploaded that on Sunday I think. I'll just leave the link to the whole playlist of the series down in the description below, so if you want to check that out, feel free to do so. And also, of course, as usual, feel free to put some more questions for these Q&A commentaries down in the comment section below, and I'll try my best to answer them as quickly as possible. So let's just move on to the questions for this episode. First one is, are you a Bayern Munich fan? Yes, I am. Next one, how long does it take you to get footage for each trading video? That kind of depends of how well it goes, if I find certain deals quick enough, and how much time I got to trade. Usually it takes me about a day to maybe 1.5 days, maybe 2 days. Also quite, of course, depends on how quickly the players sell and of how ambitious I am with the prices I actually list them for on the trade market. So can't really tell you that, but I think around a day should be enough for getting a footage for one video. Next one is, what do you think of Shaqiri? So Xherdan Shaqiri, the player who recently moved to Bayern Munich. Only saw him play actually a couple of games for Basel in the Champions League, especially of course when they played against Bayern Munich. And he seems to be like, a really good talent and a good player in general. He's very powerful, even though he's rather small, and pacey, which is of course a very good combination. And I think he can play kind of a lot of positions, so on the left midfield side, right midfield side, maybe even as a center attacking midfielder. So I'm glad he joined Bayern, and I cannot wait to see him play for them. I hope he gets a lot of playing time at the beginning, and to see and find out how good he really is. Next one, don't you ever get tired of trading? It can be boring after some time if you don't play games and just trade on FIFA, but it's always kind of like this. I wouldn't trade if I hadn't got an aim I go for, because just trading to have the coins is pretty pointless in my opinion. But if you've got a team you are going for, or a certain high-priced inform player, for example, you've always wanted to play with, then it, in my opinion, never gets boring to trade, because you want to get to that player, and that's always kind of the aim of trading. And so I enjoy trading quite a lot, and of course with this series especially, I've got quite a huge aim with that all-inform German national team, so I won't get tired of trading, I'll promise that. The next one, how long do you spend trading per day? I can't really say that in minutes or hours, because when I got time and got the coins and players sold, then I'll just trade. And buying those players for the series actually goes really quickly, and then of course I can always just wait for the players to sell, so it actually doesn't take too long. Only a couple of minutes to search for a couple of players, and then buy them, and list them for a certain amount of time, and then I can't do anything but wait for them to sell. Next question is, what part of Germany do you come from and where do you live? I come from North Rhine-Westphalia, that's NRW for the Germans of you. It's in the west of Germany, and actually the biggest kind of region in Germany. And there I come from a town called Hema. It's pretty close to Dortmund, Cologne, Bochum, these cities you might know if you are not from Germany. So it's like a half-an-hour drive away from Dortmund. And that's basically where I come from and where I live. Next question is, what do you think about Borussia Mönchengladbach, their signings? Will they succeed in the Bundesliga and the Champions League playoffs? And what do you think about Lucien Favre as coach? So obviously the asker of this question is a Borussia Mönchengladbach fan. What I think of them, I was actually really impressed with their performance during the last year. They played excellent football. really good counter-attacking football, and with a very solid defense around Dante and Ter Stegen, who I think is a very good goalkeeper, also a huge talent who will yeah, most certainly play in the German national team after at some point Manuel Neuer is finished with his career, but can of course take quite a while. Their signings, I'm not so sure about them. Of course, they sold Royce and they need a lot of new players, and they spent a lot of money on new players, but of course they got a lot of money, I think around 22 million for Royce and Dante both together. Not sure about their signings, but I'm glad to see them try to stay up on a high level in the Bundesliga in general. Will they succeed in the Bundesliga? I'm not so sure about that. If they can repeat their performance from last season. Of course, Royce was very important to them, and Dante as well as a stability point in the center back position. So I'm not really sure about that. What do I think about Lucien Favre? I think he's a really cool manager and very calm, and when I listen to interviews with him, he always seems really down to earth, which I like about managers and these footballers in general, because it often isn't too easy to be down to earth when you earn these amounts of money, I guess. So I really like him as a manager, and I would love to see them finish in the top 5 of the next Bundesliga season, because I think they absolutely deserve it. So these were all the questions I can answer for this video now, guys. But if you have any more questions, as I said in the beginning, please feel free to put them in the comment section below. Also, if you want to and enjoyed this video, please don't forget to leave a like rating, as this always does help me out, and you can of course subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Other than that, thanks again for watching this video, guys, and I'll talk to you later.